So Ireland are back down now.
Well, England are finishing strong, but they do need a score just to close Ireland out of this game. It's been a really plucky second half from Ireland. Joe Smith will be pleased with a lot of what he's seen.
And you sense there's a lot that we haven't seen that have been kept under wraps moves from both sides, should they meet again at the World Cup. Brown. As the home team, the win will mean perhaps just that little bit more to England as they go into the home World Cup. But can Ireland do themselves a favour, maybe do the rest of the world a favour, by shaking England here at their HQ? Johnny May, it ricochets to him, taken out by Reddin. England will get a line out.
But I'll go back to Wigglesworth doesn't score the try, and there's a couple of phases before, and Woods offside in front of Chris Robshaw, but England blew it, and Owen Farrell really is guilty here. You look at the numbers England have. It's a 4-on-2, and that's a speculative pass. It enables all the Irish shirts to drift across the field. That was really poor play there from Owen Farrell. That had to be put away. His running line was lateral, his pass was poor.
There's two England have missed, what with a Launchbury chance to go wide as well.
Yeah, but in the second row he was under a bit more pressure. Your fly half has to make those one-time.
Oh, sure. Yeah. England go for the rolling maul inside the final 10 minutes. Wigglesworth, Farrell, Brown. Now, was that forward? It was. So it's a penalty anyway to England on this side at the maul.
England should go for 3 points here. They don't want to leave Twickenham with a shock late defeat. Next game up is Fiji. They played some good rugby, especially in the first half. They want this crowd to go away and come back in 13 days thinking, yeah, we're winners.
You're blessed for the best of patience of you. I suggest that you cool it down now and let us make the decisions when they happen, okay? That's the end of it, okay? Thank you. Post, yes?
Bit of fatherly advice there from Nigel Owens, even though Dad's actually in the stand.
He's got a volcanic temperament, hasn't he? The son, not the dad. We'll get a good slap for that pass as well, I reckon. The next one, by the way, to Mike Brown was an absolute beauty. But you've got to nail the killer passes. That's a very good pass, and then Mike Brown, clearly a metre forward. The 22 makes that obvious. Now, important kick for Farrell and England. He can't give his son a slap. You're not allowed to do that, I'm sorry. Though Owen Farrell is quite old.
Yeah, he's 23 now, but he's packed an awful lot into those 23 years and into his international years. And right the way through those years, he has been a world-class kicker from the moment that he burst on to the international scene.
Yeah, England's goal kicking in the autumn series has been pretty good, hasn't it? It was excellent in Paris with Ford. Ford kicked well today, and when Farrell comes on for him, 9 times out of 10, that's always the result, 3 points.
Madigan restarts.
Stay wide.
Farrell, he has a little hobble after a kick. It's catching, it's infectious. And Bow finds row A, and it's well caught. And kick back on.
The Sexton screw kick. Find that man. Or woman.
Come on, boys, please, let's go.
I was going to say, Owen Farrell is a man who has had a habit of cramping, but you'd like to think on the field for 10 minutes. It won't be happening quite yet.
Good line out from England. George on the money again. Here goes Burgess. Trying to force his way into this match. Farrell. Joseph. May. George. Run from Tom Wood. Here goes Farrell looking for Burgess. Laws couldn't take it.
Come off the leg, accidentally inside then off your leg, scrum, green ball, okay?
It's all got a little bit scrappy.
Pretty obvious what England are going to try and do there, but Ireland handle it fairly well. It's nice to see him getting a low driving body position. Playing club rugby, you've seen him too high, just trying to make sure that he lays it well. At least here he's really committed himself. Something we haven't seen for a while as well. Tom Wood carrying. He's carried much better than I've seen him in a year and a half or so. Do you hold that one or you take the pop? No. Skill level's right, it's there, but it's hard for Courtney Laws to take, isn't it?
Keep the pressure off. Seconds. Crouch. Find. We're all pre-engaging, boys, okay? Take a step back in, please. Keep back up, give a bit more space. Step back.
Up over 80,000 for the attendance.
Right. Set.
Tickets going to be very hard to come by for the Twickenham occasions at the World Cup. Carney. Got a beg, borrow, steal for your mate for tickets for the England matches here at Twickenham and beyond. And England get a penalty towards the end of this, the final match before the World Cup, and a chance for Rob Shaw's team to close out this match.
Well, this should be the end for England if this goes over. Time for man of the match. There's been a few contenders. Carney was the pick of the Irish, but the best back on the field, I think, Johnny May. Very exciting, quick, good in attack and defence. Chris Robshaw, his best game in a white shirt for some time, but my man of the match is Tom Wood. James Haskell had the number 6 shirt for most of the Six Nations, but Wood has come back today. He's carried well, he's tackled, his line-out work has been excellent. Tom Wood of Northampton, he is my QBE man of the match. A fine performance, and I think it probably puts him in pole position to play against Fiji.
Another one or two mathematical issues at the end of the France game here at Twickenham when he was captain, but he's had very few negative issues today.
It wasn't a Nobel in mathematics, it was man of the match.
And that's the exam he wanted to pass, and he has done today. And Farrell, with this examination, passes that one too. Game line.
Well, Lancaster talked about the collective, didn't he? Here we see Vunipola with a massive hit. 3 minutes to go on the clock. It's Laws and Vunipola. Great pressure on the ball and a crucial turnover that's allowed England really to close this game out.
And the match now, England lead by 8. Should be, will be, their win now. Madigan, almost convincing pass, but it found its target, which was Jared Payne. Ireland trying to get the last say here. Carney.
Ball is away, quick.
Cave. Madigan, in goes Burgess. Trademark tackle. Might lead to a try here. Wigglesworth. Johnny May. Back goes Cave. And also Donica Ryan goes down and saves the day.
Reload, Dean, reload!
And that's what Sam Burgess does. And Redden puts the ball out. There's just time for one more England attack. The game is in the bag, and Burgess can afford to give a little wink.
Well, that's positivity that comes from pure negativity. A massive hit from Burgess. Actually, the ball is going away. Tommy Bowe's overrunning. But he'll have enjoyed that, and so would those men who have invested a lot of faith, putting Sam Burgess in at 31. Some would say a lot of faith in the 45. A lot of pressure on. Now this man, Jamie Joseph, what a good quiet period he's at. Jamie George, he's been superb. He's not the All Black flanker who doesn't throw well. He's a Saracen and he throws very well.
Just saw Kieran Bracken running away at the mention of that. England knew the clock, they knew the situation, they knew that the victory was theirs. And that's what they wanted to head into the World Cup. Twickenham to celebrate a victory, and they've won by 21-13. 3 more victories here in the pool stages, and these England fans will be very happy indeed.
Can happen in the first half were excellent. We saw hard direct running, some superb finishing. Second half not so convincing. For Ireland, they lost the game, but we saw very little in terms of their creative back play. There's more to come from Ireland. They are still on cue for that big game with France. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, surely Ireland will not play as badly at the World Cup as they did in the first 40 minutes here. And you do sense that both sides are keeping plenty under wraps should they meet again. As the away side, there was less pressure on Ireland, but the fact is they will be going to the World Cup on the back of 2 defeats. England will not be. England have the victory today, and over the whole of the piece, they deserve that victory too.